What is going on, everybody? My name is Kneeckoh, and welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet moveset guide. These aren't going anywhere. I'm still covering a lot of different Pokemon here, and people are, as the game goes on, we just had Christmas, a bunch more people picked up the game. More people are going to be looking up these guides on how to play Pokemon if they want to get into the competitive side of things. So I'm going to keep making these until people seem to not like them anymore. So today, we're talking about Ceruledge. I already talked about Armarouge in a separate video. If you want to see that one, go ahead and click that. But Ceruledge is also very, very popular in VGC right now. It is a very fun Pokemon to use. And leave a comment below. Let me know. Maybe you missed the Armarouge video. I asked the same question there. Which is your favorite, Armarouge or Ceruledge? I think both these Pokemon are really cool, but I prefer Armarouge personally. But if this is your first time here on the channel, make sure you are subbed for more videos like this in the future. And check out the Discord, people over there playing Pokemon all the time. But let's get into it. So I have 3 different sets here for Ceruledge because I think it's a really fun Pokemon to use. It's a very strong attacker and can do just big damage, especially under particular situations. Mainly, you're going to be running this under like a Tailwind setting with Murkrow, maybe Goldango, things like that. So for my first set is one that I used on a team. I really enjoy this particular set, and this is an Assault Vest set. You see, I really like Assault Vest on both Ceruledge and Armarouge because it just makes these Pokemon able to survive a bit more and be able to handle different scenarios that maybe you wouldn't be able to survive if you were running a more offensive build. So I have this with Assault Vest, Flash Fire, Water Terra typing is the one I use because I already acquired it through like a raid den or something, but Grass Terra typing works very well here as well. And then you're running Shadow Sneak, Bitter Blade, Close Combat, and Terra Blast. This has a 252 HP spread with 212 attack and 44 defense with an adamant nature. Obviously, I said that I was running this under a Trick Room setting with Murkrow, so being able to not invest so much into speed and be able to still outspeed stuff is very big with this particular Pokemon. This set works very well. Again, Murkrow. Murkrow is going to work super well, or any other Tailwind setter. If you're running this on a Tailwind team, this is going to be very beneficial because it makes this Pokemon fast without that without that speed investment, and you're able to go in and do big damage. Plus, the Terra typing on this particular Pokemon makes you able to handle things like Meowscarada that maybe wouldn't be able to, they're typically going to knock off into that slot. So if you're going to go in and be able to Terra into a water type or Terra into a grass type and be able to use Close Combat and immediately knock out that Pokemon, or use Bitter Blade or whatever the case may be in order to get that Pokemon weak enough for a Shadow Sneak next turn, that is absolutely huge for this particular Pokemon. The next set is a bit more conventional. A lot of people are really enjoying this particular setup, and this one is a Life Orb Ceruledge, and this is a lot of people I'm seeing are using this particular one. And I personally enjoy Flash Fire the most because it covers for a lot of your Terra typings, because this Pokemon does Terra into grass so frequently that you remove your Fire type weakness altogether from the grass Terra typing, and then also makes you very powerful against opposing water types that would have been super effective to Ceruledge's base Fire type, right? So I think Flash Fire just is super beneficial on most of the sets. I'm running Bitter Blade, Shadow Sneak, Bulk Up, and Protect on this particular setup because I just think that being able to bulk up, get your defenses up, and get your attack up even higher is just so big on this Pokemon. And then with Life Orb here, you're able to actually Bitter Blade away any of the residual stuff that would have already been on the Pokemon, and then take very minimal from Life Orb, and this just works very well from healing previous turns Life Orbs off. Again, I think this Pokemon just works very well into teams that are running things like Murkrow, Goldango, Meowscarada, because Murkrow sets Tailwind, Goldango doesn't like Fire type attacks, so if you're able to switch this in and it just absorb the Fire type attack, that's super big for this particular Pokemon, and so I think that's super beneficial as well. But then Meowscarada, again, doesn't like Fire type attacks, so being able to rotate this Pokemon in is absolutely huge. The final one is kind of similar in a sense to the original set that I talked about because it does require you to use all attacks and no things like Bulk Up or Protect. However, this is definitely going for the more offensive side of things with a Choice Band, and I think this has a lot of potential, especially if you are, again, running it under a Tailwind team. Running this under a Tailwind team is absolutely huge because you're able to just outspeed things and do incredible damage with this particular set. Again, Water or Grass Terra typing works very well on this Pokemon. I think Grass is just all around better, but if you have a Water, you can get away with a lot with a Water Terra typing on this Pokemon, which I think is a lot of fun. So we're rocking Bitter Blade, Shadow Sneak, Close Combat, and Terra Blast to be able to cover for whatever, if we do end up Terra typing, it covers for that option. And this is running 4 HP, 252 attack, 252 speed with a Jolly nature. This is a very fun offensive set to run because it just does huge damage without having to take the turn to bulk up and do all that other stuff or use Swords Dance or anything like that. You can just immediately start swinging off the bat with this particular Pokemon. Again, Flash Fire on this because it's going to pair with Goldangos. It's going to pair with Meowscaradas. It's going to pair on ice teams if you're running maybe Backcalibur or Abomasnow. You know, things that are going to take big hits from fire type attacks. Torkoal's seen a lot of play on Trick Room teams. This Pokemon goes in and handles that very, very well. So those are a lot of different options in terms of using this Pokemon effectively in VGC right now. I think this Pokemon's very, very fun to use. This was a bit shorter because I don't have as many sets for this particular Pokemon. Now, I will say that like Weak Armor has some options. I just don't think it's as valuable. I've seen a lot of people maybe using like Beat Up and using the Weak Armor to make this Pokemon super fast, things of that nature. I personally don't think that it's all that worthwhile for this Pokemon when Flash Fire gives you so much benefit on the ladder right now, especially with some of the main threats. Again, a Torkoal seeing a lot of play, Ceruledge seeing a lot of play. Things like that just are not handled well by a lot of the Pokemon. Like Goldango doesn't like those Pokemon. Meowscarada doesn't like a lot of those Pokemon. So being able to have a Pokemon that just eats up fire type attacks and doesn't care about it is huge. So I think Ceruledge is a fantastic Pokemon. I hope this video was entertaining and helpful. If it was, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Be sure to check out the Discord where people are over there playing Pokemon all the time. And if you want to see more from me, check out this video where I talk about raids. Raids are very, very big right now, especially with the 7-star raids, and how you can be more successful in raids. How to win more raids in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, because there's a lot, seems a lot of people don't seem to understand, and I wanted to make it as simple as I possibly could for you. But also check out this video where I hopped on the ladder and I played with this Trick Room team. I've used this team many times, but this is easily one of my favorite Trick Room teams to currently play on the ladder. Might be the best in my opinion. And that's just a personal preference thing. But check out that video. It's a lot of fun nonetheless. And like I said, that's it. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.